One of the most important elements in the Matrix universe is the hovercraft, ships that serve as the only means of transportation and defense for the inhabitants of Zion. This was fundamental to the story of the original Matrix, as Morpheus was the captain of the ship, the Nebuchadnezzar. Recently, director Lana Wachowski posted a video revealing the name of a hovercraft that will be in Matrix 4.
This is a sort of manufacturing plaque from the set of the new Matrix films. This was the name of the ship.
There is much history behind the name on this plaque that may reveal much about the plot of the film. Would you like to know the meaning behind the name Mnemosyne? Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
This video was published on December 2nd as part of an initiative to help refugees.
Hello friends, another auction item here. This is a sort of manufacturing plaque from the set of the new Matrix films. This was the name of the ship and this was the plaque. Like in the first one, I guess we have a tradition of unpronounceable names. The first one was the Nebuchadnezzar. This one, Goddess of Memory, pronounced many ways in the show. Sometimes pronounced Mnemosyne, sometimes Mnemosyne. You can choose yourself. I like that the Goddess of Memory's name is so hard to remember. Thanks, and yes, please give. It's for a great cause, helping refugees, and yeah, happy holidays. Bye.
Lana mentions that the name Mnemosyne was pronounced in different ways during the show. This statement might seem casual to some people, but make no mistake, an important element of Matrix 4 has been revealed. The crew of a hovercraft consists of a diverse group of people from different backgrounds. The leaders of Zion assigned and assemble the crews that consist of a captain, operators, and infiltrators, or soldiers. The fact that Lana mentions that the ship's name was pronounced differently per person means that it is a fundamental element in the plot. This means that we will see a new team of Red Pills, with some of the crew members pronouncing the name of the ship differently than other members. And even more exciting, the film may not focus solely on the simulation. Now then, the most important thing about this video is the name of the hovercraft itself.
This one, Goddess of Memory, pronounced many ways in the show. Sometimes pronounced Mnemosyne, sometimes Mnemosyne. You can choose yourself. I like that the Goddess of Memory's name is so hard to remember.
To understand how important this name is to Matrix 4, we need a brief history lesson about this goddess of memories. Mnemosyne was the Titan goddess of memory and remembrance, and the inventress of language and words. As a Titan daughter of Oranos, Mnemosyne was also a goddess of time. She represented the rote memorization required to preserve the stories of history and the sagas of myth before the introduction of writing. In this role, she was the mother of Mause, who was originally patron goddess of poets of the oral tradition. Mnemosyne was a minor oracle goddess like her sister Titanus. She presided over the underground oracle of Trophonius in Boeotia. The Oracle of Trophonius was one of the 4 oracles associated with Apollo. The goddess of memories, preserver of stories who presided over a oracle. The name on this plaque is not a coincidence. The name Morpheus also comes from Greek mythology. Morpheus was banished from Olympus for revealing information about the gods to the humans in their dreams. Morpheus is the god of dreams. This symbolism was used in the Matrix because it was Morpheus who freed Neo from the simulation, from his deep sleep, revealing the secret of the superior beings, in this case, the machines. Just as the name Morpheus was symbolic, so is Mnemosyne, to which we have deciphered a fundamental part of the film. We have already mentioned many times in previous videos that Neo and Trinity could be blue pills in the new film, as in people who don't know of the existence of the Matrix. However, this theory is focused on Neo. After Matrix Revolutions, Neo was reconnected to the simulation. His fight against Smith left everything balanced. The drawback was that Neo lost his memories. He only remembers himself as Thomas Anderson. This is because Deus Ex Machina reconnected him to the simulation and erased all of his memories regarding the Matrix, Zion, and him once being the anomaly. Though a truce was established between humans and machines, the humans never stopped searching for Neo. This probably caused a division amongst the inhabitants of Zion, those who wish not to aggravate the machines, and those who demand that the body of their Messiah be returned to them, as it happened in Matrix Online. What they didn't know was that Neo was once again inside the Matrix. This is where the crew of the Namazani comes in. They would be responsible for finding Neo in the simulation and freeing him. We don't know if Neo is connected to the main simulation with the rest of the humans, or in a simulation exclusively for him. What we are almost certain of is that he is again imprisoned inside of a pod, and someone has to get him out. There are plenty of leaked photos and footage of Trinity helping Neo. However, this Trinity could be a program of the Namazani. Why do we believe this? Because Namazani is the name of the goddess of memories, and is responsible for preserving history. Surely this is symbolic, but it can also be literal. This ship and its crew may be tasked to not only rescue Neo, but also make him remember who he was. In some recent Keanu Reeves photographs, you can see that he was recently shaved, both hair and beard, suggesting that his character has once again awakened to the real world. We don't know in what act this could happen. It could be in the final act where Neo finally remembers who he is and wakes up to the real world, but this could also happen much earlier in the film. Neo may be found and rescued by the Namazani. There is even the possibility that these leaked images and videos of him with Trinity could be within the ship's construct simulation, using it to reconstruct events of the previous films to help Neo remember who he was. This would explain why there are two individuals similar to Trinity and Neo jumping off a building. Another interesting fact is the connection between the goddess and the Oracle, which opens up the possibility for this character to return in Matrix 4. Without a doubt, this is one interesting revelation, and although many theories will arise from this, the fact remains that we will see a new hovercraft and crew, which means that Zion is still standing. But do you agree? What do you think about the name of this hovercraft? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.